a smile and a spark, a recipe for everyday joy. In the kitchen, in the garden, making magic you can't destroy.
Today, we step into episode 2 of season 2 of With Love, Meghan. This time for real. A chapter filled with, well, bread, blossoms, and a beautiful friendship. But before we pull out the sourdough from the oven, let's address the other thing, bacon in the background. The constant heat from the UK press. Yes, while Meghan patiently nurtures flour and water into life, the tabloids are once again cooking up stale bitterness, claiming she is pretending at homemaking or out of touch with real people. So I'm going to address a few of them because sometimes, I feel like a really spicy jalapeno, and other times I just feel like playing with stupid because it's fun. And today I feel like both, like a spicy jalapeno and playing with stupid. So I thought, let's address some of these criticism. One critic said, I didn't learn anything. If there's a season 3, I won't be watching. I'm going to make a prediction. You will be watching. And here is my thought for you. If you didn't learn anything, that says more about your lack of curiosity than the show, really. Meghan is teaching joy, patience, creativity, and the value of slowing down. Lessons that go over the heads of people addicted to bitterness. And as for not watching season 3, as I just said, you will be. But if you keep to your word, that's the best news yet. The best. The fewer haters clogging up the comment sections, the better. Another critic, and I'm tempted to say her name, but let's see. She said she's lobotomized. She can't communicate to an audience. Oh boy. Well, to this excellent communicator that she thinks she is, this woman who sort of just shreks across shows like an angry bride who was left at the altar. Meghan communicates with elegance and warmth and clarity, which is why global audiences listen. Now, my dear, your communication style is more like a foghorn on repeat, loud, bitter, and desperate for relevance. The contrast could not be clearer. And then we have that rather ridiculous headline in The Sun. Miserable truth. If Meghan torched the royal family just to do her bland cooking show, her life must be sad. Oy, there's some projection happening here. Here's what I say to you. My dear, dear expert at The Sun, the tabloid that mistakes bile for journalism. Meghan didn't torch the royal family. They set themselves on fire with racism and cruelty. Her life is not sad, it's joyful, it's free, and filled with love and family and success. If a bland cooking show is topping Netflix while the royals beg for press, maybe the miserable truth is the one staring the sun in the face. Meghan wins. Yes, she wins. I think this might be the last one. Who has time to press flowers and make jewelry? Said another critic. Look, the same people who binge watch Bake Off and DIY SOS and Martha Stewart Living and every home and crafts show hosted by white women for decades, they're the ones who have time. Okay? Nobody batted an eye or an eyebrow or anything at all when it was the white ladies doing it. But Megan pressing a flower or flowers and suddenly it's a crime against humanity. Oh, give me a break. The critics revealed himself here. It's not about the craft. It's about the woman doing it. And Megan doing it with grace makes their envy show like cracks in cheap porcelain, to be quite honest. Look, if you don't have anything to really write on your mode of misinformation, disinformation, creative writing, inventing falsehoods and taking liberties with the truth, let me give you a few ideas for free. How about, here's this one. How about connecting with the afterlife? Which I know you folks love to do because you go back and you speak to the late queen about what she felt, what she didn't when she felt it, who she saw, who she didn't, and her assumptions and pre-assumptions and so on. So why not do the same? But this time, while you use your psychic powers, why don't you ask the late queen about how upset she was with the cost of renovations, that the Waleses seem to be hopping from one property to another, costing taxpayers millions. I mean, the queen was amused at one point. She was like, what? Why is it, you know? I mean, that is what I was told she was. I don't communicate with people from I'll leave that to you. But I also have some other ideas here for you. Again, completely free, totally free. So here is my other genius idea. I just grabbed some of the covers from just one magazine. I thought just to paint a picture and let that picture be as clear as possible for you. Now, I don't know how many fresh starts and new starts Catherine is going to get, but I'm assuming she gets as many as she wishes. So, a fresh start. Well, a fresh start from what? Or from where? Is the settlement completed? Is she getting that new property they are quote unquote moving into together? Is that the final separation, allegedly? So is that her new start, her independent life? Independent woman? I don't know. I'm just asking, but maybe you can start telling the truth about what's happening in that relationship. Taking time out. Was that time out from each other? So he can go and be with who he really wants to be with, and you can, I don't know, do whatever you did for 6, 8, 9 months, right? Just saying, just saying. Kate, poignant return. Oh, she returned. Yes, made a statement. See, She has been returning quite a lot. So I don't know how many returns she's gonna get. And then we had Kate's comeback. Okay, so we changed the words. It's not return, now it's comeback. Oh, and she's preparing for her destiny. What is her destiny? Like a single life, a separate from what are you trying to tell us? Right? Oh, Kate's new dawn on her own terms. You see, you're trying to tell us something. And for many of us, that just, sometimes we're too lazy to try and decode your nonsense. Why don't you pay more attention to that? Right? Because after all, what happens in that relationship does have serious consequences for the monarchy, for the institution. So, how about you start reporting honestly on that? Welcome, everyone. This is Majesty Sussex Report, and I'm Antonio. Thank you for spending some of your valuable time here with us. Let's get this started.
Making magic you can't destroy. She's mixing up the laughter with a pinch of something new. Invite a friend, roll up your sleeves. There's always room for you. With love, Meghan, do your thing. Do your thing. From a one-pot
Episode 2 begins not with glamour or glamour, but with patience. Meghan rolls up her sleeves and begins the long, almost sacred process of making sourdough bread. She admits she's avoided it before. It's intimidating. It takes time. It asks you to wait. And yet, here she is, measuring each gram with the same care one might give to a newborn. Stitch it up, flop it down, twist it. It's a rhythm of life, a metaphor for resilience. Bread doesn't rise in an instant, and neither do we. The media might mock this moment, but anyone who has tried sourdough knows it's an act of love and of trust.
when you do it with love. Every day's a special show. With love, with love, with...
And then the guest arrives, Chrissy Teigen, model, author, mother, friend. A woman Meghan hasn't seen properly in almost 20 years. Their reconnection feels like a circle closing, from the bright lights of Deal or No Deal to the quiet glow of Montecito. Notice this: the press has always tried to pit women like Meghan and Chrissy against each other, to reduce them to, well, catfights, to whisper about jealousy. But here, the reality unfolds. Two women, both mothers, both creative, both survivors of scrutiny, come together not as rivals, but as sisters. To welcome Chrissy, Meghan prepares Thai iced tea boda, a favorite from her childhood visits to LA's Thai town. She remembers how decadent it felt as a little child, or a little girl rather, uh, a treat that felt like dessert in a glass. This is who Meghan is. She connects memories, place, and culture through food. She brings the past forward and shares it with joy. The bread is ready, golden crust, fluffy crumb, and with it, Meghan shares with Chrissy what she has already prepared: tartines topped with ricotta, lemon zest, honey, and fruit. It's a feast of simple beauty, the kind of thing that makes you close your eyes after the first bite. Then comes the playfulness: homemade cheesy crackers, a riff on Cheez Its. Chrissy laughs, grates cheese, talks about her love for slow cooked meals. Megan remembers her mother's quick Asian recipes: 10 minutes to table, two cultures, two rhythms, both cherished. And then comes one of the most touching moments of the episode. Megan and Chrissy move to the garden, gathering flowers for a craft project, pressed flower jewelry, honoring their children's birth months. Here, Megan reveals something tender: that she still gets anxiety, that she used to audition with nerves so strong she'd break into blotches on her chest. She jokes about only auditioning from the neck up. It's humorous, but it's also vulnerable. Then comes the rosewater, a breathtaking sequence where Meghan distills rose petals into liquid gold. She speaks of Pope John Paul II roses, Coco Locos, just Joey's. She explains the science like a teacher, like a friend. And yet, beneath it all, the rosewater becomes a metaphor. Through heat, through pressure, through patience, essence is revealed. Just as Meghan, through years of attack and trial, has distilled her life into something fragrant, purposeful, healing.
with love, Meghan. With love, Meghan. With love, with love.
The day continues with crafts and crackers, dogs underfoot, John Legend popping in with a smile. It is homely, intimate, real. When Meghan presents Chrissy with rosewater and jewelry made from pressed flowers, it is not a show. It is love in action, thoughtful, deliberate, generous. And here's the lesson the tabloids will never grasp. This series is not about celebrity gloss. It is about reclaiming joy in the ordinary. It is about friendship, craft, motherhood, food, and fun. It is about healing, laughter, and the beauty of presence. That's why they rage, because Meghan has found a way to shine without them, and they cannot stand the sight of her light. So, what do we carry from episode 2? That sourdough takes patience, but so does life. That friendship, even after decades apart, can be rekindled with laughter and love. That creativity calms anxiety. That even under pressure, roses give us something sweet. And above all, that Meghan Sussex is exactly who she has always been: authentic, kind, creative, and unwilling to let bitterness define her story. The UK press may try to devour her with their stale crumbs of gossip, but here in Montecito, Meghan is serving bread fresh from the oven, warm, nourishing, and shared with friends. And that, my friends, is the meal worth sitting down for.
With love, Meghan. With love, with love, Meghan. With love.
And there we have it. Episode 2 of season 2, With Love, Meghan. It was a fun episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I know there is stuff about Chrissy. I love her. I there's something about, I don't know. There's something about her that I enjoy. Um, Certain parts she reminded me a little bit of Khloe Kardashian. And I don't mean like physically. I think it was sort of like the demeanor. Sometimes when Chloe goes into like, I don't know, like baby voice. I find that Chrissy Teigen does the same thing sometimes, and I find it very very adorable. Um, Sour bread, gosh, so good, but the tediousness of making it, no, I wouldn't have the patience. But it all looked really, really delicious and really good. Have you folks tried anything yet? Have you tried like making the breads or any of the other stuff thus far? If you have, do put it in the comment section, and I'd love to know how it turned out. I also wanted to mention quickly, thank you to everyone for the support on the song "Every Day in Their Mouths." I wasn't. I honestly, like, I do these things. I put it out, and right, some of it does you folks love it. Some of it no one cares, and this song seemed to have hit um a certain hit in a certain way, and it's been just wonderful to see the comments and all of that. I look, thank you. Some of you have also asked, like, where can I purchase a song? Or I I'm trying to get the music or some of the music I've done uploaded onto this site. I forgot the name now of it, band something. And once I get that figured out, um, I can provide a link, and that's where you can get it from, I guess. But give me a couple more days. Let me see how this thing works, because there is some other stuff, and I was reading some of the agreements and stuff, and I was like, I, you know, it's my music. I don't, just because I'm uploading it to a site, like, there's some tricky things in the agreement there, and I just want to be careful. Anyways, so thank you, and I didn't want today to close off without recognizing the anniversary of the passing of Princess Diana. Mm, why did I get so sorry? All of a sudden, like my throat I just got choked up. I just thought of Prince Harry. Um, whew, okay, holy cow! Oh, that was weird. Well, it's not weird for me. I get I get choked up over things like out of nowhere. So, anyways, yeah, I also want to recognize um, Labor Day. So I have something here written, and I'm just going to read it to you, folks. Today on Labor Day, we pause to honor the dignity of work, the hands, minds, and hearts that keep our societies alive. We remember that progress was never handed down from boardrooms or parliaments. It was fought for in factories, on picket lines, and in quiet acts of everyday courage. The 8-hour workday, weekends, safety laws, none of it came easy. Workers, united, demanded fairness. And at the heart of the struggle have always been women. Women who clocked into jobs while raising families. Women who were paid less and respected less, yet give more. Women who marched, organized, and insisted their voices be heard. Let us also name what history too often forgets. Black women, migrant women, indigenous women, and women of color who carried double burdens of labor and of prejudice, from the cotton fields to domestic work, from garment factories to healthcare, from teaching to today's service industry. Their contribution has been immense, their recognition too small. Labor Day is not just about looking back, it's about asking who still gets left behind, who is still fighting for fair pay, safe workplaces, and dignity, and how can we show solidarity, not just in words, but in action. Today we honor every worker, but especially the women who have been the backbone and the conscience of the workforce. Their resilience tells us that the fight for justice is not over, but it is possible. Labor Day is a reminder. Work is not just about wages, it is about worth. And every worker, every woman, every person deserve respect. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Once again, to our new subscribers, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And to my backbone that keeps this channel going, our originals, our vintage members and subscribers. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued confidence in what we do, how we do it, and sending you all tons of love. Okay. Until we speak again, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. Bye for now. Mwah.
With love, Meghan. She's got a smile and a spark, a recipe for everyday joy. In the kitchen, in the garden, making magic you can't destroy. She's mixing up the laughter with a pinch of something new. Invite a friend, roll up your sleeves. There's always room for you. With love, Meghan, do your thing, do your thing. From a one-pot pasta to a pie that'll make you sing. Oh, with love, Meghan, in the sunshine or the rain. A little play, a dash of heart, she shows the joy in everything. Fruit and rainbow order, candles on the sill, telling stories round the table, learning, laughing, loving still. DIY and doodle, bake a cake or plant a tree. She'll show you every little trick to live more joyfully. With love, Meghan, do your thing, do your thing. From a garden picnic to a cake that's fit for spring. Oh, with the magic that she brings. Roll up your sleeves, we're doing it together. Try something new. Every moment's getting better. With love, Meghan, do your thing. Do your thing. From the kitchen to the garden, let your happy spirit sing. Oh, with love, Meghan, send it out and watch it grow. When you do it with love, every day's a special show. With love.